Let's work on a Super Pac-Man cocktail arcade machine. Everything seems to be complete, and this is one I've worked on before. I've already put in an adapter to use a switching power supply instead of the original, and it looks like I rebuilt this monitor about 7 years ago. At first I got nothing, but after adjusting the power supply, I was able to get the image to come up. The game looks and plays just fine, but it does have a couple weird quirks. For instance, there's no score at the top. And here on the information screen, a lot of the text is missing. I'm aware that's a board problem, and I'm not much of a board repair guy. But I do have a spare, so let's throw it in. Unfortunately, this board doesn't seem to work at all, so never mind. What I can try, however, is taking the video half of the PCB and swapping that to see if that fixes my text problem. The problem actually followed, and the other video board doesn't work at all. So it looks like I'm stuck with this problem unless I can figure out how to steal the correct parts from one video board and transfer them to the other. After reading up on some repair logs that someone else had on Super Pac-Man, they had a similar problem, and they swapped out this chip here at 4E. So I've done that from this spare board. And swapping that out has fixed our problem. We now have text for the high score, credits, and then the rest of the attract mode. Let's get this PCB put back into place, replace these bad lights, clean everything up, and put it back together. But just as I was starting to put everything back together, I saw a flash, and all the power went out, and some smoke started coming out of the bottom. None of the fuses are blown, so let's take out this power assembly at the bottom and see if we can find out what happened. After taking out the power chassis and taking a look underneath, I found that the RF filter doesn't have continuity between both sides, so this is my problem. I can replace that. That brought us back. Let's go back to putting it back together, and hopefully it won't explode this time. After putting everything back together, we've got a fully working Super Pac-Man cocktail machine ready to go back to its owner. Follow me to see what I fix next.